Hey guys, what is up? It is Skullflag44 here, bringing you a tutorial of some sort. Just more of a me going through the process of making a background of some sort. Here, if you can see, is the background I made before. I think I made this yesterday. And so I'm going to kind of walk you through some things you can do to kind of check it out. I've done some speed art in the past and some time-lapse stuff, but I found that I like to see some tutorials or just see people kind of do it more slowly, kind of talk it out a bit, and then I can kind of just mimic that a bit and get some inspiration and go off from there. So that's how I like to do it, so I can help you guys out. So yeah, first I want to start off with my desktop resolution. One second, let me put my gunners on. This is more going to be an informal tutorial, so yeah. So my desktop resolution is 1680 by 1050, and you can check your desktop resolution. I think you can just search like, what is my desktop resolution? There's a site. I also have had a previous tutorial on that, but I'm not going to go into that. You can figure that out. And then you're going to want to click enter. I'm on Mac too, so if anything's a little different, it's because of that. And here we have our good spot. I kind of like to expand this a little bit sometimes. Maybe not. Usually I might be like watching a video or watching a live stream or something as I'm doing this, so I might shrink it down. Here, you can see this is at 66% or whatever, and so you can shrink this down to 50. Or even smaller if you want to just do it like that, but 66.67 I think was that. Seems pretty good. And let me just shrink this. One thing, oh okay, there we go. I just want to tell you guys that I am not the best at Photoshop. I am new to Photoshop, and yeah, so just keep that in mind. But I still have learned a few things, and I feel like I can maybe explain it to you guys in a cool way because I've recently been watching some tutorials myself. So first thing, pro tip right here, this blending options, if you have your layer and then you click this FX right there, you go to blending options. Here, I'll do that again. See, this is a blending option. This is the main thing, and then this is all the things that you can click from this one. This is lovely. You can do so much in this, and you can make an awesome background just by doing this stuff. You can also go into other things that I've kind of yet to explore as much, but this is kind of a great way to get a cool looking background. So gradients are pretty awesome for getting started off here. Let's just start with a, you can see in my last one, if I'll show you this, I had like a yellow and orange, and that looks really cool, so I recommend that you guys maybe do something like that. But let's see, what do I want to go with today? If you do like a green, I'll try a green yellow. I've been wanting, or not a green yellow, a green and purple. I want to do something like this because things like blue and what is it? Oops. To find out which color that you have, you can click this little dropper thing, and then you can get the same color here. So you do here, or you can just click again, and then you can just delete, and then delete this sucker, and then right in the middle here, let's see. Change this back. There we go. Okay. Delete this sucker. And get this one. Let's make this a nice purple. And alright, so that looks kind of weird right now. I get that, but that'll be changed up. And then we want this at 50, right in the middle. But things like green and purple bounce off each other nicely. We learned something about the color wheel when I was younger, and I think this is one, colors that contrast or whatever. Blue and orange do the same as well, and I don't know, you guys can look up the color wheel, and just the opposite ones seem to work out nicely. So here's that, pretty simple stuff right there. You can also scale this down if you want this bigger or up, like that. Let's see. Dang it, that was bad. 1 second. Reset to default means reset to default, shockingly. So I just kind of put this back together. It's probably not exactly the same, but it doesn't really matter. And then, so there's your nice little gradient or whatever. So this is cool. You can do some cool stuff with this. You can just add your text. It looks pretty nice, but I mean, that's elementary stuff, right? So now let's get into some real stuff here. So this looks like a cool color, but you can change it up and get an even cooler color by going into this blend mode. And so you can just kind of go through here and check it out. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know what they necessarily do, but they change it up a bit. Like sometimes like that, like what the heck, it overlays it with the other one, but like that looks pretty sweet. That doesn't really work. And then I think hard mix is always a good one. Not this time. it uses the actual like layer too, and so you get kind of a weird effect sometimes. But you can go like do divide, and like you can see the little preview down there what it might be. But let's keep this on normal for now, and then we can go back to that. And now here you can do something kind of cool. You can add a cool color overlay. So if we want like maybe like a blue over here, you can see that can add a cool effect. But you can also do this like a hard mix with that, and then kind of, if let's say if we made this 25%, you can go change this up and find a cool blend that you like. Let's see what I like here. Yeah. Okay, we can go with that. And then you can, okay, here we go. So now you can go to bevel and emboss. Is that how you say it? I don't know. It'll add this little edge. I think you can remove that somehow, but let's see. Yeah, so you can just take that out, but I don't know. It looks kind of cool. Add some depth. And then here you can add this. You don't really need to mess with that in this video, but there, bam! Doesn't that change the whole picture up? So you can download some patterns. Just search like Photoshop patterns, and then you can just replace that, and you can find a cool pattern you like. If you find a pattern that you kind of like, let's find one that might be kind of cool. Oh, that one's kind of nice. So that one's kind of cool, but it's kind of, you can barely see it, so I can scale it in different directions here, or I can add more depth to it to make it a little easier to see. So let's change this to 150, and that looks kind of cool. It kind of looks like a canvas of some sort, so that's kind of cool. I like that. And then you can do some stuff with like this, like that can look cool. I don't know, I don't really need to mess with that much. And so I don't know, I think that's kind of like a pretty cool background. But we can also, let's add a pattern too. We even see the pattern on there? I think we can barely. Let's see. Try the rocks. The rocks are always tough. Okay, can't really see the rocks. Did it make a difference? Nope, not really. Okay, so we don't even need to do that. Okay, so that's a pretty good background for now. I like that. So now you can put your text right in the center here. You can just make it fit. Let's see, just make it, I don't know, it looks kind of cool if it's on the stripe, you know. So let's do just like skull. Oop, don't want that. You want this, let's see, maybe 70. I don't know, you can change it up a bit, but that seems to work alright. And so I'm just going to use this Myriad Pro. That's kind of nice. I need this a little smaller. Just 60. Does that work? Yeah, that's nice. Alright. So now one thing you can do is you can add guides. Let me just get off that. And then you can add guides here, new guide. And like you can add a vertical guide here. It'll put a guide here, and then you can drag it into the middle. It should snap right in the middle there, and you can kind of feel that happen. Just kind of go back and forth a few times if you can't feel it necessarily. You can do a horizontal one here. Oh, not that. Make sure you grab this, and then you can kind of feel it snap right there. And then now, I'm not really sure if this will work exactly, but yeah, there you go. It'll snap right in the center. So make sure you have the snapping on, and make sure you can create some guides there. Alright, so that's kind of cool, but don't really like the color. Kind of want to change the color up. So what I can do here is, actually, it's not a bad color. Let's use this little dropper tool and find that color, and then do a little whoop-de-doo over here. Oh. And have it be this one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bam. Oh, bam. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of a little brighter. But now, since we have that as some sort of a default, we can go into this and go back to the blending options, and you can do a shadow. I always like the shadow effect. Every time I put it on, it's just like, dang, that makes it look a lot better. You just look at the difference there. And oh, apparently I'm creating the... Oh, that's kind of an interesting concept. I didn't even know you could do that. Where you use the angle of your drag for your thing. Okay, so what is this usually? 90? Oh, that didn't seem to work right. Yeah, so I kind of screwed that up, but yeah, but you can create a cool little shadow there. But you can also do an inner effect there. Then the bevel can look kind of cool there, but usually you can do a glow. A glow can kind of work, but let's go with the overlay for now. Actually, let's start with a gradient, and let's see. I'm kind of tempted to go with that as a gradient because that seems to pop out pretty nicely. So a lot of it's just a feel, just kind of messing around with it enough to get a good feel with it. And if we weaken this a little bit, if we just make this 90, I think that'll look nice. Because if we like that, it just pops out a little too much. Maybe even 85. I can just type 85. Oh, and right when I do that. Okay. And then with this, we can use the lighting to find something that we like. And you see, the vivid light brings out different stuff. So eventually, I'm sure I'll get a feel of this. But like that can look kind of cool. And you'll maybe even find something that you didn't even mean to find. And so yeah, it's always fun. But I think for now, we'll just see. See, that can look kind of cool, but that's more of a texture thing. I think we'll just keep it normal for now. You can do an overlay once again. Maybe we will find it's kind of and let's see. I don't think we want an overlay. I think that just looks nice. But then let's add some texture. See, there we go. That makes it look a lot cooler. I even like that first one there. Add some more depth, or maybe a little less. Let's see. Right about there. That works. And then add some satin. Yeah. Good pattern. Does pattern not do anything right now? Okay. Then stroke. We want a cool stroke. Okay. Don't really want a pattern, but maybe. I don't know, I feel like just keeping it simple with the black stroke looks nice. I kind of thought, does that give like a little gold effect? Seems like it does. Let me try one thing with the stroke though, if we can make this even cooler. Okay, so let's just grab this and then we'll pop this open, but we'll change this one. Let's give this like a gray. Alright. We want this one around here to be a white. Maybe a little grayish, almost white. And then this one over here, make this. Okay, no, let's make this one in the middle. More of a gray again, maybe a little deeper. And then this one, whitish. And then this one, totally gray. Let's see if this. Move this one over a bit. It's supposed to create kind of a chrome effect, but we'll see how it works. And then we can bump up the pixel size to see the effect a little more. So I think the black works a little better, but depending on how you have it, might be a little different for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep the black, but you know, you could always do something like that. Okay. Yeah, so you can go either way. I kind of like that texture though. All right, so there now you have your main little background. That looks pretty sweet. It's better than the average gradient background just by adding a few simple effects. And but one thing you can do to make it even cooler is to use. Let's see what I want to do here. I guess I could try. I'll use some brushes. So you can download free brushes off some sites. Oh, we don't want to mess around with this. I'm going to create a new layer. And then you want to find a cool color that you're going to like for this. I actually like I always think that these look kind of cool. So, and then you just kind of find some cool effects that you like to swirl in there. See, like that can make it kind of cooler. But let's add, I want to try one thing. Let's add a render clouds. That do anything? No, not really. Okay, let's try it on this. Render clouds. Ooh. Alright. So let's try that. But let's go to blending properties. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's see if we can. That's not gonna work. Ooh, that's kind of nice. You guys digging that? Kind of liking that. That makes the text stand out more than usual, I guess. And then maybe you can wisp some things in there if you want. But just by adding the clouds effect and putting it in between there. And maybe we want to turn down the overall blending a bit. Now you can make it stand out a lot, or if you want to go to like 90% there, kind of make it kind of blend in with the clouds a little more. Your choice. But there's a pretty cool looking background. You can do some other stuff, but to keep it for some simplistic sake, sort of thing, a lot of S's there. I'll throw up some of my other work, my 2 other backgrounds that I've done recently. If you guys like that, maybe I can do more of a detailed tutorial on that. But it's kind of cool looking background. I kind of like it, and then you can just save this away and then apply as a background. And there's some other stuff you can do, like I don't know. There's some other stuff you can do that I know you can do, but I don't know. I kind of like that sort of thing. And yeah, I'm out.